In this video, we're diving into a question that almost every entrepreneur faces. Should you trademark your business name, your logo, or both? What's going on, everyone? My name is Eric Hunsaker, and on this channel, we cut through the fluff to help you make smarter business decisions when it comes to your LLC. So choosing how to protect your brand is a big step. Today, we'll explore what trademarks are, the differences between trademarking a name and a logo, why you might choose one over the other, and how filing a DBA relates to brand protection. We'll also discuss services like LegalZoom's DBA and trademark offerings to help you navigate the process. So by the end of the video, you'll have the information that you need to decide how to safeguard your brand. Understanding trademarks. What is a trademark? A trademark is a word, phrase, symbol, design, or combination that identifies and distinguishes the source of goods or services. It's how customers recognize your brand in the first place. Trademarks prevent others from using a confusingly similar mark in a way that could cause consumer confusion. They are not the same as copyrights or patents. A trademark protects your brand identity. It doesn't protect the product itself or the content you create. Standard character marks versus design marks. So there are two primary types of trademarks relevant here. Standard character mark. This protects the wording of your business name or slogan, regardless of the font, color, or design. Registering a standard character mark means you own the words themselves in connection with your goods or services. For example, if you register Sunny Days Coffee as a standard character mark for a cafe, nobody else can open a coffee shop with the same name or confusingly similar variant. Design mark. This protects the appearance of your logo or stylized text. A design mark covers the visual design, including fonts, colors, and graphics. If you register a design mark featuring a stylized sun with the words Sunny Days Coffee in a specific font, your protection is limited to that design. Someone could still use the words Sunny Days Coffee in a different font if you haven't registered the standard character mark. The scope of protection. So a standard character mark is broader because it prevents others from using the words in any style. A design mark is narrower because it only covers the specific design. That's why many businesses register their name as a standard character mark first and then register their logo separately if it has value. Registering both provides comprehensive protection. The name can't be used in any form and the specific logo can't be copied. Evaluating your brand assets. How distinctive is your name? Trademark law favors distinctive names. Names that are arbitrary or fanciful, meaning they have no connection to the goods or services, are the strongest. Think Apple for computers or Kodak for film. Suggestive names like Netflix hint at the product, but require imagination to connect. Descriptive names such as fresh baked bread are harder to register unless they acquire secondary meaning. Generic names like laptop store can't be registered. So assess where your name falls on this spectrum. If it's distinctive, a standard character mark can offer strong protection. If it's descriptive, you may need to invest in marketing to build recognition before registering. How often will you change your logo? Logos often evolve as companies grow. If you anticipate redesigning your logo in the near future, registering a design mark now may not make sense. Each new logo requires a new registration, which means more filing fees. However, if your logo is central to your brand and unlikely to change, think the Nike swoosh, it's worth registering. So consider your business's long-term branding strategy when deciding where to invest. Do you use variations of your logo? If you use multiple versions of your logo, think like vertical versus horizontal layouts, color versus black and white, a design mark protects only the version you register. To cover variations, you might need multiple registrations or design a single versatile logo. A standard character mark for your business name covers all typographical variations. If your brand name is central, then this flexibility might be more value. Pros and cons of trademarking a business name. Pros: broad protection. Owning the name in all fonts and colors means you can prevent competitors from using similar names in your industry. Flexibility in design. You can redesign your logo without needing a new registration because the words are protected independently. Nationwide priority. Federal registration gives you rights across the entire US, even if you operate locally. It deters others from adopting similar names. Stronger brand equity. Investors and partners often value companies that own their brand names. A registered name shows professionalism and foresight. Now for the cons. Starting with cost. Each trademark application has filing fees per class of goods or services. If your business spans multiple classes, say clothing and coffee shop, you'll pay for each. Potential for refusal. If your name is descriptive or similar to an existing mark, the USPTO may refuse registration. So conducting a thorough search and consulting with a professional can reduce this risk. Ongoing maintenance. You must renew your registration between the 5th and 6th year after registration and every 10 years thereafter. Failure to renew can result in cancellation. Pros and cons of trademarking a logo. Pros. It protects your visual identity. If your logo is distinctive, it can become a powerful symbol of your brand. Protection prevents others from copying or imitating your design. It enhances recognition. Customers often recognize logos faster than names. Registered logos deter counterfeiters and protect your brand's reputation. It adds value. A distinctive logo can be licensed or franchised. Having it registered adds value if you sell your business or seek investment. Now for the cons. Narrow protection. A design mark doesn't stop others from using your name in a different font or style. If your competitor uses the same name but a different design, you'll need the standard character mark to challenge them. Rebranding costs. If you change your logo, you must file a new application. The registration doesn't transfer to the new design, limited to exact design. Variations of your logo might not be covered. You could end up filing multiple applications, increasing your costs. Now what about DBA, or doing business as? The purpose of DBA. So a DBA, or a fictitious business name, allows you to operate a business under a different name than your legal entity. For example, if your LLC is called Hunsaker Enterprises LLC, but you run a coffee shop called Sunny Days Coffee, you would file a DBA for Sunny Days Coffee. The DBA gives you the right to use that name locally and open bank accounts or sign contracts under that name. However, it doesn't grant trademark rights or exclusive use beyond your locality. DBA versus trademark. So it's important to understand that a DBA is not a trademark. Filing a DBA doesn't prevent others in another country or state from using the same name. So to gain exclusive rights, you need a trademark registration. A DBA is primarily a business licensing requirement, whereas a trademark is a brand protection tool. Now, both can be necessary. You file a DBA to comply with state or county laws, and you register a trademark to protect your brand nationwide, using LegalZoom for DBAs. So services like LegalZoom can file DBAs on your behalf, ensuring that you meet local requirements and publish notices if required by law. They streamline the process and remind you of renewals. Now, while it's convenient, a DBA doesn't replace the need for trademark registration if brand protection is your goal. How to decide what to register. Evaluate your budget. Trademark applications aren't cheap. Filing fees range from about $250 to $350 per class per mark. If you register both your name and logos in multiple classes, costs add up quickly. So consider which asset, name or logo, holds more long-term value. If funds are limited, prioritize the name because it offers broader protection. You can always register the logo later. Consider market expansion. If you plan to scale nationally or internationally, then register the name. Local businesses with no intention of expanding might rely on common law rights, but expansion requires federal registration. If you plan to franchise or license your brand, register both the name and the logo for stronger protection. Assess brand recognition. If your name is generic but your logo is distinctive, then it might make more sense to register the logo first. Conversely, if your logo is simple but your name is unique, then register the name. Analyze what element consumers associate most with your business. Seek professional advice. Trademark law has nuances. Similar names can coexist if they operate in different industries. A lawyer or experienced trademark service can conduct a search to see if your desired mark conflicts with existing ones and advise which applications are likely to succeed. Services like LegalZoom offer some preliminary searches, but a thorough search by an attorney is much more comprehensive. The trademark registration process. Search for existing marks. Start with the USPTO's Trademark Electronic Search System, the TESS. Look for marks similar in appearance, sound, or meaning. Consider variations and misspellings. If you find potential conflicts, then consult a professional. Determine classes. Identify the goods and services that your mark will cover. The USPTO uses a classification system. For example, clothing is class 25, and coffee shop services are class 43. You need to pay a fee for each class. Prepare your application. Decide whether to file a standard character or design mark. For a design mark, you'll need a high-quality image. Describe how the mark will be used in commerce. Include the date of first use if you've already used the mark. file it with the USPTO. Submit your application online and pay the fees. The USPTO will assign an examining attorney who reviews your application. They may issue an office action if there are issues, such as the likelihood of confusion or technical defects. Respond to office actions. If you receive an office action, you must respond within 6 months. You may need to amend your description, argue against a refusal, or provide additional evidence for use. Failing to respond results in abandonment of the application. Publication and opposition. If the examining attorney approves the application, it's published in the official Gazette. Others have 30 days to oppose the registration. If there's no opposition or opposition is resolved in your favor, the mark registers. Maintain your registration. Between years 5 and 6, file a declaration of continued use and pay a fee. Then renew every 10 years. Keep using the mark consistently to avoid cancellation for non-use. LegalZoom's role in trademarking. So trademark registration services like LegalZoom offer to file trademark applications on your behalf. They perform a search, prepare the application, and then submit it for you. Their services can save a ton of time and reduce errors in the paperwork. However, they do not guarantee that your mark will register, especially if there are conflicts or complexities. LegalZoom also offers access to trademark attorneys for an additional fee if you need more comprehensive help. And this can be a super cost-effective option compared to hiring a full-service law firm. DBAs and other filings. LegalZoom also handles DBA filings, entity formations, and other legal documents. Using a single service can streamline your administrative tasks. They also provide reminders about renewals and compliance deadlines. Now, while convenient, remember that they're not a substitute for personalized legal advice. So use them as a tool, but seek professional guidance for high-stakes decisions. So deciding whether to trademark your logo, your business name, or both depends on how you want to protect and build your brand. A standard character mark for your name offers broad, flexible protection against designs and future rebrands. A design mark protects a distinctive logo that serves as a powerful visual symbol. Filing a DBA allows you to operate under a name, but does not grant exclusive rights. So if budget's limited, prioritize the business name because it covers all typographical variations. As your business grows and your logo becomes iconic, then consider registering the design mark as well. Tools like LegalZoom can help with filings and searches, but consult a professional when necessary. Ultimately, safeguarding your brand is an investment in your business's future identity and value. So if you want help getting started with any of this stuff that we talked about today, you'll find links to LegalZoom down in the description below. Now, these are affiliate links, which means we do earn a small commission when you use them at no extra cost to you. And these commissions really help support the channel and allow us to continue to create free content just like this. So if you end up using them, we thank you so much in advance. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another video. Here on the LLC Deals channel, we cover everything you need to know about forming, managing, and scaling your LLC or holding company, plus smart tax strategies and business tips to help you grow. So be sure and subscribe. But other than that, thanks for watching. We'll see you here in the next video.